Okay, so that thing is jammed? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't need to like look at myself.
It is finally happening. The day is finally here. This is 900, 300, and thousands of numbers later.
That's a
of
confusing number.
I'm a mathematician.
I didn't know where to put the comma in my head.
Prime Target season 2.
I was like 900,000.
Math. Oh, wait. Let's do a screen grab.
Oh, okay.
Lean in.
Should we do mics?
Hi, you guys.
Hi, guys. Welcome to Anyways the Pod, where we are getting very electronically knowledgeally.
Wow, has this been a journey? A journey. The thing is, we are two not like technically inept people.
Yeah.
I would say I'm more advanced. You would be moderate.
Okay. That's fair.
I think so. Some would say I'm a genius bar person.
Wow.
And you would be a daily consumer.
I'm just at the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, you are at the bar. We will get into the birthday
I'm at a different
later.
bar. Not the
really
genius kind. And my green light's turning on.
All right, good. But we've been challenged in many ways, and I think that proves how much we really want to at least try this.
Yeah. Listen, because if at first you don't succeed, you might not succeed the second and third and fourth and fifth time. Keep on keeping on.
I'm telling you that this has been something. But we are here. Welcome to Anyways the Pod. We love talking about life and honestly just yapping.
Yeah. Starting conversations.
Yeah.
And moving forward.
Wow. Not backwards.
Exactly.
A backstroke, some would say.
Oh.
That's kind of nice, actually.
Okay.
I think I do want to start swimming more, honestly.
Really?
This summer. Yeah, but except like swimming is not, I think, made for black people.
Oh.
Because you have to wear a cap. Okay. But then your hair still gets wet. What is the point of the cap? You are not that much more aerodynamic with a cap on.
Yeah, I think it is to be aerodynamic.
Are you? I'm saying, are you that much more aerodynamic with a cap on?
I guess not
Methinks
that.
No.
I guess if you're thinking like Olympic status, you know, like a 1/10 of a second gets you the goal.
Right, 100%. But I'm barely going from here to there.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really gonna.
Dad?
Mom? Slow me down. Anyways, I think that's a goal for me this summer.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. I just have to figure out what to do with my hair, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not a swimmer. I will not be partaking in that.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess maybe because it's tiring or I don't know. I like the idea of it more than I actually like doing it. Like the idea of maybe like floating on a raft, drinking like a White Claw or something. Or I should say a seltzer. This is not sponsored.
Yeah.
We're not doing brand names here.
Exactly.
I think the idea of just like relaxing. Yeah. You know, with some shades on, maybe getting a tan. Wow. You are popular.
I'm so sorry.
I want to be popular. Yeah, I think I like the idea of it more than actually doing it. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't. It's like you're taking 2 showers.
Yeah.
You get wet swimming, and then you have to go take a shower. You can't
That's
just, like,
true.
go on about
you
your...
You can't. Your skin's disgusting.
Yeah.
You're like, ugh.
Yeah, and then your skin dries out. I don't know. It's just, like, a whole day thing, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. I just wish I could do it with, like, some sort... I want a cap that actually works. I think that's my big thing. Because I'm like, if I do my own hair, and it takes me days to do it, I'm not messing it up. But I like the idea of swimming, and, like, you look incredible.
Okay. It is a good workout.
It's an incredible workout.
Full body.
Because the knees are not loving life right now, let me tell you.
Oh. Is it good for your knees? Like to work out your knees?
No, I'm saying like you don't have to use it, but still cardio.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Rather than just like doing a bunch of like box jumps or something.
I can't do the knees.
Okay, yeah. Got that.
Okay, so we're doing really well already. Is what everyone is saying. We're doing really well, everyone.
Yeah.
So there are some life updates. We're gonna backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
Previously, someone had a birthday.
Oh my God, who's that?
Who?
Somebody pops out. Crazy. They're like, how did you know? We're like, ah! And we got it on camera.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, this is so crazy. What do we do with this? Are we gonna and we celebrated Hondo's birthday with quite the group.
Yeah. There was a lot of shots.
Doesn't remember.
One friend in particular knew I was drinking some margaritas, you know, maybe like a little tequila pineapple situation at the bar.
Tropical.
Brought me a pickleback shot of Jameson.
Oh.
I remember this part of the night. Remember looking at him being like, I'm drinking tequila. Why would you bring this to me? He's like, you're fine. You're fine. You're going to love it. It's pickle. And I do love pickles.
Love them.
You're right, sir. Not in this instance. Not with this context.
Right.
So there was a little mixing going on. And then it was downhill.
I mean, I only witnessed the one song. I heard there were 5.
Yeah, we went to a karaoke bar. And apparently, I was the star of the night. I was doing a one-man show up there. I sang like 5 songs apparently. I don't remember some of that, so that's not good. So, but I didn't drive or anything. I was very responsible. And yeah, that is not fun.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I had asked previously, before the technical difficulties, it's like, what's one thing you want to give up? What's one thing you want to manifest? So the one thing you want to give up is like the perception of like their life that we're supposed to have, basically, right? The success that we should be having.
Yeah, like letting go of the idea.
Right.
Or like of the vision of the life that you think you're supposed to be living.
Right.
Or that living for others or whatever. Or you think that would like live up to other people's expectations or fit into other people's molds or whatever.
So then what are you manifesting in? What do you want for this year?
I guess it's the same to let go of that. I guess manifesting this year, I don't know, maybe just like working harder.
In what
Is
way?
that a thing? Can I say
I mean,
that?
yeah, if you want like hustle more, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I
In
guess
what
just-
capacity?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to change my answer.
Scribbling back, okay.
Okay,
Redacted.
scribbling back. Yeah. I think what I want more this year is to be more open-minded to the concept of growth.
Okay.
Because what I would tell people is that if it's something I've learned in my journey out here, is that growth has this like upward connotation to it and kind of like, yeah. And so I challenge people to also view growth maybe like sideways.
So horizontal versus lateral growth.
Yeah. And
Okay.
like that could look like diversifying yourself.
Okay.
And that's also growth. Or, you know, taking up more space and not being apologetic for it and things like that. So it's not necessarily like this vertical growth of like, oh, I'm here and then I become the manager and then I become the senior manager, or I'm a dancer doing this and then that's the next thing is here. It's this upward thing of like, oh, I'm an actor and I did like a co-star role. Now I need to do a guest star role, blah, blah, blah. But maybe it's like, I'm an actor doing this and I am getting really good at this other hobby. Then now maybe I have some like clients, or I started a business, or doing things like that. Like growth can be horizontal as well. And really like more so appreciating that
Yeah. That's cool.
and respecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm into it. Wow. He's already grown so much. Can you believe it?
You know?
It's been 2 weeks,
Only-
people.
yeah. This is what 28 looks like.
Totally.
As we go on.
Well, thank you so much for asking. So for me, in my life update.
Oh, yeah. Life updates.
Wow, we can really see who's the... Okay.
How do you feel about that?
No, I think it's good. I think per our previous conversation, which you guys missed mostly because that was our fault.
Technical
Yes,
difficulties.
I do agree. So both of us are not. We're currently in LA. We should probably also state like this is an
Yes.
LA based podcast. We're both
Yeah.
in LA. We're both not from LA. San Antonio, Texas. I moved here from New York by ways of New Jersey. Can you believe it?
Ooh.
Wow, can you believe? And
She does love the wait, I know what it's called. The wee wah.
close Wawa.
She does love the cream cheese bagels. Right?
Well, when I ate cheese, those sweet cream cheese stuffed pretzels,
Oh, yikes. I was so close.
incredible. There's
for
nothing
two.
like them. And the hoagies, unreal. They're the best. I have the app.
Oh.
That's how much we are real.
Still?
Yes. Because the one time a year I go home to my family, I will go in
You're like,
there
I'm
and
not
get
going
a
to re-download it every time.
Absolutely not. I'm going to keep those points. I can get a free hoagie. Are you crazy? No, absolutely not. But per your last conversation, or at least your last point, I do agree that like being here, there's a measure of success that honestly a lot of times I think is not actually true to most people. All we see is like the people who are the 1% are like really high up in their career, and that's all you see, and you get flooded with that. Versus people who are doing really really well in their everyday life, but it could be really well in their relational lives, as in like their friendships and their family. Like it doesn't have to be completely career related, I think, to like be successful. I think that's also one other thing too.
Yeah.
I think people often only care about the signs of success when it comes with a title and maybe a monetary, digit next to it. But then think about people who are like have the most flourishing friendships. That there's no title there.
Yeah.
You're not making any money off of that. You just have a really fulfilled life. And so I think part two, it kind of connects to your part two, where it's like you can grow horizontally, grow in other ways. I think it's like focusing on those things too.
Yeah.
Like don't just only be career minded, but also like how can I help in like my community, my friendships, my family, da da da.
Yeah, that's true.
To be
I guess it's like a
successful.
whole like it's lonely at the top situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you need a village. That's why.
And
those
like people
things-
say like health is wealth.
Yeah.
Like wealth, like how do you define wealth?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Let me tell you, my health right now. I'm just kidding. My health is not great. You know what happened? Okay, last week I went to an event. So I went to this brand event. Obviously, I will not share the brand's name, but I went to this brand event. Off rip, it was a little topsy turvy.
Okay.
I'm always grateful.
Like disorganized?
Yes.
Okay.
I am very grateful, so don't get me wrong, but it's just like I wish that the people who were from the brand were a little bit more welcoming and warm. Oh my gosh, hey, you came by yourself. Let me bring you up and let me tell you what's going on. Here's like the series of events. Da, da, da. Wasn't particularly that. But at one point, there was a part where we could get fresh pressed juices.
Ooh.
So you can get a matcha or like a coffee and then a juice. I select a juice, right? I don't think much of it.
Okay.
Then I go to my friend's house after.
flavors
They've
did they
been-
have?
Well, some of them were marked, some were like charcoal. So it was like charcoal and lavender, whatever.
Ooh,
Watermelon mint.
love that.
Should have grabbed that. Should have grabbed that. This I think has changed my life forever, and I'm like very scared about it.
Oh my God.
Grabbed another one. Left the event. Went to my friend's place. Go to my friend's place. We get lunch. Open up the juice. It's pure lemon and ginger. This is like an 8-ounce juice.
Okay.
So we like go get burritos. We're coming back. We're doing a little work from home situation. I'm not thinking too much. I'm eating lunch. I'm talking to my friend. I'm just sipping. 8 ounces of pure lemon ginger juice. I think now I have acid reflux.
Oh.
And I'm beside myself. I think
Can ginger do that to you?
ginger's supposed to be good for the belly.
Yeah.
It's the lemon. I
Because
think
you're
there's
just
too
drinking
much-
lemon juice.
Basically, with ginger in it. So now I'm like,
Interesting.
does acid reflux last forever?
Yes. Don't people take pills for that?
Yeah, but I think there's like occasional. Like if you just have
I
like,
think it's
really
like with
spicy
certain
wings or
foods.
something.
Yeah, it's like with certain foods.
Yeah,
Or...
like if you overdo it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because there are always people like, I had the ghost pepper chips, whatever those chips were,
Yeah.
and then your stomach hurts.
Oh my gosh, remember that trend?
That was huge.
That was wild.
What is wrong with people, you sickos? Like,
What a time we've lived in.
yeah, I'm like, this is like crazy. Are you guys insane? And like, I'm Caribbean, and we have insane peppers, and even us, we're like, we're not, you're
Yeah.
not.
We're like, that's okay.
Yeah. So I could currently have acid reflux that could last forever. Also, I might be slightly hypochondriac, and like I did make an appointment to go to the doctor, and I do feel like she's gonna be like, "Yeah, relax for 2 weeks, and we'll be good, babe."
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe don't drink acidic juices anymore.
That
Just
will,
for a little bit.
yeah, I think that'll take me out. I love lemon. I love ginger.
You know what I do love? One of the juiceries in Los Angeles
Yeah.
has this like grapefruit mint.
Oh, yes, so good. It's always good.
Oh my
A
God.
classic. What if I can't drink that anymore? I'm going to lose my mind.
I've never really been a huge fan of grapefruit, but as we
He
grow
doesn't
and get
care that I
older.
have acid reflux. Is what this is.
No, I do care.
He's
But
telling you about his favorite juices.
What? I do care.
Let the people know.
But you just said you're going to go to the doctor. She's probably going to be like, you're good.
I had to buy Tums. I've never.
Oh.
I just want to make it very clear. I've never drank in my life. I've never done any explicit or any type of ever. So I'm thinking, I got a stomach of steel. I've never heard it. Liver, beautifully intact. Let me tell you, this thing, wow, prized possession. So I'm like, how can one juice take me out? Is my question.
And that's why. Because you didn't do anything before.
But I eat spicy foods. I do love.
You know how they say
spicy
like you
foods.
build up an immunity for germs and stuff when you're a kid, you like eat dirt and grass
Yeah.
and whatever. And
Yeah, I'm not a dog when I was a kid.
but you build up the immunity, and you didn't do it.
I thought all the spicy food would do it.
No, that's fair.
I eat a lot of spicy food.
And your stomach and liver was just like, oh, we're so pristine
Yeah,
that they're like, what is this?
literally.
So
Oh, God.
I think you did
It was-
yourself a disservice.
I think so too.
You should have drank. I think you should start drinking.
Totally. After he's like, I can't remember after song one, babe. And I'm like, totally.
Okay, that was because of the pickleback.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so I have acid reflux currently. We're manifesting that leaves in 2025. And then also I've been having knee issues for a while. I did not run for 8 weeks.
Okay.
Physical
oh yeah, you're
therapy
part of
to
like the little
whole
running
thing.
clubs and stuff
So I
like
was
that.
running club. I ran 7 miles on Thanksgiving morning. I did the turkey trot, and that
Okay.
was it. That sealed the deal. Where I was like, the next morning my knees were swollen. I said,
Oh no.
"Hey, did therapy. I did the right thing. Go to physical therapy.
Uh-huh.
Did it for 8 weeks. Not enough.
And how do you like fix?
I mean,
Your
I have
knees.
tendinosis, is what the doctor said. I had tendinitis as a kid. 'Cause
Okay.
I was a gymnast for 15 years. Ooh.
Wow.
And basically the muscles around my knee are really loose. So like my kneecap can kind of just like slide around. There's not space. That's tendinitis.
Okay.
If you don't treat it, it turns into tendinosis, which is what I have now, which is
Okay.
the muscles are like overstretched.
Because you're too focused on your stomach and your liver.
Yeah.
forget about your knees.
Exactement. That's it. My knee said, hello, little energy down here. Anyway, long story short, I went for a run. I thought I'd be good. I did the 8 weeks of physical therapy. I'm feeling good. I did every exercise they asked me to do.
Uh-huh.
One run in, I felt a sharp pain. I said,
Oh.
awesome. So here I am, you guys. I'm doing really well, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Great. But like, do you just go to physical therapy for your knees
She's
to
gonna
like
have to send me back to
strengthen
physical
it?
therapy. Yeah.
Is there like
basically.
pills you can take to strengthen
No.
knees?
You know what I need to do? I need to get a cartilage injection because I rubbed out all the cartilage in my knee from gymnastics. And that's also one of the reasons why there's so much space around my knee.
Oh.
It's just like bone
So
on
that's
bone.
like a way to fix it? You just do cartilage
Yeah,
injections?
you know, expensive. Which they say the U.S. doctors say it's cosmetic. It's not cosmetic. My knees hurt
Yeah.
to get cartilage injections.
You're
It's like
like-
$25,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because insurance won't cover it.
I was just gonna say, and does insurance pay
No.
for some of it? Oh, because
No.
it's cosmetic.
But how is it cosmetic? It helps with knee pain.
Because of because of the cartilage part
Yeah,
that you're
that's-
putting in there.
But we already have it. I'm just replacing it. Like a knee replacement, which is covered by insurance. So why
Oh.
would this not be covered by insurance?
How much is a knee replacement? Can
Oh
we
my
compare?
God, I
Should we
couldn't
just
tell
do
you.
that? Is it cheaper?
I don't know. I don't want a knee replacement. I'm 23.
Wow. Wow, cartilage injections. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe I should look into that.
Yeah. Dancer over here. You're so lucky they're still whopping and popping.
I mean, well, honestly, that's why I try to like work out consistently, at
Yeah.
least, like a handful of days a week, because I'm thinking that helps. But now I'm like, am I just using it more so that I'm like deteriorating it more?
I mean, you would know. You
Faster?
Do you have knee pain?
No, not really.
Living the life of Lux over here, let me tell you. Must be nice.
It's okay. We all have our thing. I guess mine are my knees and yours is your liver.
I'm falling apart. I'm the healthiest person you know, and I'm falling apart. Am I the healthiest person you know?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
At least top 5.
I know a lot of people.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe top 5.
For sure.
Definitely the one of the most like health conscious.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot being friends with Ché. She's like, don't eat that. And I'm like, oh, wait, why? And
I'm like, that's red dye 40. Do not eat that.
yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, 39. Just kidding.
I'm just really aware, you know? You know what it is? I'm really focused on my brain, and like what's healthy for my brain is always going to be healthy for my body. So I want to always feed my brain first.
Yeah.
And there's just like so much that we should not be feeding our
Which
brain.
is why you read.
Which is why I read, and I read a lot.
She is a reader. She's a runner. She's a reader.
8 books last month. Ow.
Whoa. I can't do 8 pages. I can, but I'll fall asleep.
I mean, same. I still fall asleep.
Reading makes me sleepy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it like. I will like.
It's a.
No, literally, I'll get into this habit of like having to reread the same paragraph because I'm
yeah.
like, I'll get out of a snooze.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what did I just read? And I'll read it. And I've tried to do like self-help, like motivational
Can't
books.
do those. No. Fantasy, romance, fiction, something that entertains you.
Yeah, I guess so.
I always say if you want to read, start with reading things you like. So
I
started
like
reading,
helping myself.
Yeah, but like. Same. Yeah. I literally just said I'm like the healthiest person now. But like I started because the whole thing was I started in 2022 because I realized, whoa, it's been a few years since I've like read. And I like I used to read a lot as a teen, all the time. And then I don't know, college happened. We're forced to read. That's the other thing. You get forced to read, so it makes you not want to read. Mm-hmm. So then after like college happened, I was like, I have not read for a while. And so I was like, well, let me find things that I won't think would be entertaining. This is like COVID happened.
Oh yeah.
We all weren't doing anything. Let's be real. It's a lot of YouTube videos from me. A lot of TikTok.
A lot of people were doing home workouts.
Homework. And I was doing them too.
Okay.
And I was running a lot before. So.
Yeah. Not going to revisit that.
Every 5 minutes. Do you guys know I have knee pain? So I was on Book Talk, or like I stumbled onto Book Talk, and all these girlies were like, you have to read this book. You have to read this book, blah, blah, blah. And I made a promise to myself, or at least a goal. It was like, if you can read, I think it was 12 books in a year, which is just like 2 books a month.
Oh.
Or no, 24 books a year, 2 books a month. I was like, because I was like, one, I feel like I would take my time. I'd be lazy. But if it was 2, I was like, I got to pick it up. I got to like read this book. I have a whole other book to get to.
Okay.
So I was like, if I could just do 2 books a month, 24 books a year, then that's like a really small goal I can do for myself. And then I think it was the first 2 months I read 6 books. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I like this. And I started with romance. The romance girlies. Listen.
Wow.
Everyone talks about them. Some of them are little cuckoo cause. Whatever. I like the romance books.
Okay.
And then I started I was like, I really want to like expand outside of romance because I hit 24 books. Then I hit 36 books in a year. Like I was like flying through them. And I was like, I really want to expand. So then I was like, let me get into some fantasy. So now I'm into fantasy and romance. Romantasy.
Oh, interesting.
And now I'm fully into fantasy.
See, I didn't even know that genre existed.
There you go. Can you believe it? But I'm loving the books I'm reading. Right now I'm reading a Black author named Tracy Dion. It's called Legendborn. And we support Black authors on this channel.
Okay, great. That's her department. I support them. I'm not going to read a lot of their stuff.
Why?
I'm just going to fall asleep.
You should tandem read.
Tandem read?
Tandem read is reading along with the audiobook.
Oh.
And it's fab. It's such a great, because then like you get to hear how the author intended it to sound.
Yeah.
Based on how they wrote it. So they could do their own audiobooks, or they can get like a voice actor to
Yeah, yeah.
So one of my favorites is there's a book series that is written, she's actually Australian, but the characters are based in London. It is one of the best to tandem read with. The audiobook. All the voice actors are British. It is phenomenal. Also, the books just are fantastic. And yeah, it just really helps you like keep up pace. Also, too, that's why I can read so many books in a month, because I'm reading. And then if it's dinner time, I can still keep the audiobook on and continue to cook dinner. and still be listening to the book and then go back to it after I finish dinner.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like when I would even tandem read.
Yeah. In bed. It's good. It keeps you awake.
I guess it's just because I'm such a visual person. I love like movies and television
Totally.
shows. So in my off time,
You
all
would.
that to say, I'm like, ooh, I want to like start this new show
Totally.
or whatever else. So I feel like that takes up the time so I can be like visually stimulated.
Yeah.
And I'm a visual person. So I'm like, yeah, I just like start new shows, you know?
Yeah. But all that to say is that's a case for why I think you would like books a lot. Maybe you just need a fantasy book because books are like movies for your brain. Because when you read, you visualize what they say.
Yeah. What if something gets made into a show from a book?
Then you should read the
I
book
can
first.
watch it. Oh. Different pages.
Different.
Pun intended. All right, I'll think about it.
Think about it.
Okay.
I think, again, I really think you need to find something you like and then you'll be into it.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
Yeah.
I do like self-help though. Or like I love reading. I mean, when I did read a couple books, you know, a few years ago.
7 years ago.
We should kick it off with like what's new.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys.
Anyway. I thought we were
This is it. I thought it was I just
Totally.
Okay, so
Anyways.
Okay, Chase, so what's new?
Recently.
This is our segment called What's New.
Recently. I've become. Okay, so in New York, all you do is take the train.
Yeah.
That's it. I did have a car in New York.
Oh, wow.
I did.
That's impressive, actually.
I did. I live in Brooklyn, so, you know, and I only had it my last few years living in New York. But obviously, still, for 10 years of my life, 11 years of my life, I just took the train. It's the best, you know?
Yeah, it's convenient.
Convenient, easy, it goes almost everywhere. Like, almost everywhere in New York. I mean, there's still spots where you're like, that's a 25-minute walk, post-train. It just is what it is, you know? But, like, it is old. It needs to be rebuilt, but it's one of the best in the country.
Okay.
So, moving to LA. I was like, oh, when I first moved here, I said, my car's not here yet. It was being shipped over.
Uh-huh.
I'll take the train. Where's the train? Is the question.
Couldn't tell you.
Where is the train?
I don't even think the train knows where the train is.
Exactly. Then I look up the train. It basically goes three stops, just all together.
Yeah.
And where I was living before, my old neighborhood, nowhere near it.
Yeah.
Nowhere near it. And I was like, well, what is the point of this?
The 25-minute walk actually starts on the front end
Exactly.
of your trip.
Exactly. So then I moved to another neighborhood right next to the train.
Okay.
So it was the Los Angeles Marathon 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
My friend was running in it. We're very proud. Marta, so proud of you. And I was like, I want to go. I knew it would be a nightmare to drive. Was I correct? Absolutely. It is worse than going to LAX.
Yeah.
That is how bad it is. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen something so bad. I'm going to take the train. Took the train. Honestly, easy.
Okay.
Good enough time. I mean, if you miss it, you got to wait that 7 to 11 minutes. That's the thing. That's what gets you stuffed up is the waiting. But once I was on it, great. It was good. I did take 2 trains and a bus. You know what I don't like? The bus is too much. Me and buses were not buddies. 21 stops. I had to take it. So all
Wait
together,
a minute.
I mean,
you
like
took the train.
two trains.
2 trains.
Which is easy. Like, you take one, you just transfer it together.
Yeah.
And then once I got off that second train,
You hopped on a bus.
I hopped on a bus to go to Century City because that's where they ended the race. It was at Century City. So there was no train to go directly to Century City. You got to take a bus.
21 stops.
That was the longest part of my journey. Had I not take the train or had I not take the bus, the train would only been maybe an hour. It was 2 hours altogether.
It took you 2 hours to get to
40
Century
minutes.
City?
Because it would have been 40 minutes driving, but I couldn't. There was nowhere to park.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It was so packed. So
That sounds
on the way back,
terrible.
on the way back, my friend dropped me off at the train. Easy peasy. Just took those 2 trains back. I was home in 39 minutes.
Okay, it's still a little long,
Well, it would
but
take me longer to drive. At that point, it
yeah,
would take me 45, 55 minutes to drive
just trying to like bumper to
because
bumper.
traffic.
Yeah.
And I was cruising, headphones on,
You were reading a book?
book reading a book.
Reading a book.
Who am I to complain? So I'm enjoying the train. We also, because I don't know if you guys know, the Olympics will be here in 2028,
Yeah.
3 years away. Whoa, spooky dookie.
And the FIFA World Cup
Oh,
and the Super Bowl.
all in 2028?
No, no, no. FIFA
was
World
like,
Cup is like next
I
year,
think I
like
just got heartburn from that. That's the acid
2026.
reflux.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, FIFA is like 2026. I think
Oh.
the Super Bowl is like 2027, and then the Olympics are like 2028, something like that.
Well, interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to have a time. Well, the whole thing is the reason why there's so much construction is because they're trying to prepare for at least the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they want us on the train. There will be no like driving access to any Olympic events. That
Yeah.
I do know. So start taking the train. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, they need to hurry up and build that.
I'm with you.
But also nervous for all the people coming for the Olympics.
Oh.
Because how are they going to get there? Because right now, there's no train.
There is no train. Although the whole thing is they're fixing like LAX to be able to to basically you get on the train there at LAX and then you, just like in New York.
Go to your events.
Well, you just go to your Airbnb.
Oh.
As in there's supposed to be so many more stops that like you could take the train
Yeah.
and then walk from the train to your Airbnb.
Okay.
My thing is like no matter what, I live here. You live here.
Yeah.
I'm driving, babe.
Yeah.
I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going to my friend's house. But like the Olympics will be everywhere around us. It's
Yeah.
not just like West Side and like also Long Beach is confusing because that's where the surfing is. It's in Long Beach.
Which, by the way, I was just going to say, I thought it was so interesting. I mean, I guess you learn about the Olympics when it's, I guess, in your home city, whatever. One of the events, I think it's like equestrian or I don't know, it's something like that. It's like all the way in Vegas. Like
Is it in Vegas?
Yeah, there's something they're starting to announce like, you know, the events and where they're going to be within the city. But there's one because of the terrain or because of the space required for this sport. Don't quote me on it. It's something like equestrian. It's something like just not super duper popular, but I was like in Vegas
That's another state.
yeah, so then I was like, wait, is it not in LA? And I guess they did this like disclaimer on the website or whatever that's like it's LA and surrounding areas. And I was like,
Okay.
what?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
And-
But maybe that's what it was in Paris. Maybe we didn't realize that like
Yeah,
how
maybe.
far everything was. Although I'm pretty sure everything was in Paris. It feels as like
Because we only have like so many stadiums, I guess, and there's like hundreds of sports and
Hundreds.
events that need to
Hundreds.
go on
For a month.
like for a whole month.
and it's like I mean the Palladium, the Coliseum,
We have the one in Inglewood,
yeah,
the new one. What's it called? The Intuit Dome.
the Intuit Dome.
And
then
then we
across
have
from it SoFi.
Staples. I still call it Staples.
Period.
Yeah, and SoFi. Maybe the Forum.
I mean I guess.
I don't know.
But then they need pools.
Put ping pong in there or something.
Yeah.
Put something
What
in there?
about
Shuffleboard.
no. The ice.
Dice.
With the ice.
Oh yeah. Curling, but
Yeah.
that's winter.
Totally. I was just preparing early.
I was like shuffleboard, curling. Maybe it is ice curl. I don't know. Anyways,
It's curling, you're right.
yeah, and then what's in Long Beach? Oh, the Long Beach Convention Center.
Well, they're just using the beaches there because it's
Oh,
less,
yeah, yeah.
I think
Oh,
'cause
like-
it's less busy than like Venice and Malibu and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And also too, actually probably right timing because all the fires and all like the disgusting stuff that's in our water. That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, you guys realize what you're getting into like in the water.
Sharks.
Debris,
Okay, that one too.
poison,
Yeah.
and sharks.
You think they're gonna try to clean that too, along with building the
Well,
train?
they're trying to clean it and they're trying to dispose of all of the debris in like Calabasas. And that's why there's so many.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
there's like riots going on.
I bet
right
the
now.
HOAs in Calabasas are
Crazy.
having a field
They're
day.
going crazy. They are going crazy, you know?
Wait, where are they dumping? Just
Like
you know,
literally
people's
dumping in a
lawns?
neighborhood that like in a ditch. And there's been people out like petitioning and rioting and all this stuff. Like you can't dump here.
Oh my gosh! Wow, we're really running out of space, huh? What's
Yeah.
going on?
I mean, but I feel like it's a very complicated thing and we do not need to dip our toes into because, you know.
Yeah.
But all that to say is I think you should get on your train game.
Okay. Well, that's a great what's new thing for you.
What's
train
new? Yeah,
riding.
Train riding. We're into the train. If you see
Wow.
me, say hi. Hi.
Any of the one of the 21 stops.
Yeah, exactly. What's new for you?
Okay. So I didn't want to outwardly admit this, but I've been trying to cut down on plastic consumption and waste and stuff like
That's
that.
good. We love.
So I'll buy like a water bottle. Oh my God, this is probably going to sound so bad, but I'll buy like a water bottle like once a month. And then I just try to fill it up. At my gym, they have like the little the little water dispenser that fills it up. And then, those little ticker on there. It's just like, this is how many water bottles we've saved, whatever. So then I just try to fill up the water bottle. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, cool. Water was in there before. Water's going to go in there again. It's not a big deal, right? And then I was talking to one of my friends, and they were just like, yeah, but you're consistently drinking microplastics now.
Yeah, you
And
are.
I was like,
I was just going to say that.
So me trying to care about the environment and the earth and try to cut back on plastic consumption and waste, I'm like, okay, now I guess I'm just hurting myself, but I'm not just gonna like buy a water bottle every time I work out or something, which
No, you just have one water bottle.
yeah, which I was driving the other day and I was just like, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna become a Stanley person?
You don't have to get Stanley.
I know, but
But what?
I'm gonna be like a Stanley person.
What, having one water bottle makes you a Stanley
That's
person?
actually like titanium or steel, whatever.
haven't
That's
had
actually
one?
like no.
Why? I don't understand. I'm so confused on this story and this plight right now. Where it's like
I was just like,
every event you go to, they give you a metal water bottle. Every single event.
Really?
Every single.
I don't go to those events.
Well, clearly, I had like 40 of them. I just had one last week. Too bad I didn't know you didn't have one. I would have just gave you that one.
Wow.
I have more up there. I'll give you one today. Today might be the day, everyone.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, I was driving the other day and what's new for me is I think I'm gonna get like a reusable
Well, you
water
are, because I'm
bottle.
going to give you one today. That was easy. That was simple. Well, that's a crazy life update.
And then I started to imagine like, okay, what's the one I want? I'm a huge advocate for like an all black kind of dress, all black kind of situation. So
You can't see the brand from there, so that's fine.
but so I was like, ooh, maybe like an all black one. And I was thinking of like a Stanley thing. And some of my friends, they have the little toppers that you put on the straw.
Yeah.
Kind of situation, like a cowboy
also, they
hat or a
leak, just
cloud
letting you know.
or whatever. They what?
They leak.
Those toppers leak?
Stanley's leak. Hate
Oh,
to
they
break you.
leak. Oh,
Hate to let
interesting.
you guys know they leak.
So then I was like, oh, maybe I'll also get like a black colored like topper or like
Yeah.
some kind of fun thing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm becoming that person.
Yeah.
I'm like so LA now.
Or
I'm,
you're
I'm
just-
considering a Stanley or something equivalent.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking in my head, you're like a great person to talk to be like,
Yeah.
I don't want a Stanley, but I'm like, is a handle useful? Maybe I don't need a handle. What's another like competitor? Because they can't have monopolized the market on
No, I
on
literally don't
reusable
have
water
one.
bottles, right? What do you have, an Oswallow?
Owala.
That
Yeah. Swallow is crazy. And Swallow is crazy. This is an Owala.
wow, you have a little carabiner on there.
Yeah, because it's a paracord.
What do you put on there?
I mean, whatever you want. So this doesn't come with it. It would traditionally come here
Do you put
like
your
this.
keys on
You
your
would hold it
carabiner?
like a.
Oh,
would
you
be
hold it like
that.
this.
Yeah, that's how you would traditionally.
Oh, because
hold it.
this thing doesn't come with it.
No, I bought that.
Just
But
for
I-
funsies.
Well, it has a compass on it and also has a whistle, just in case if you're out and you feel uncomfortable, you can blow the whistle.
Oh.
So that's why the carabiner.
Safety first.
Yeah, it comes with it. And then I put this like silicone bottom because I hate the way that metal bottles sound
Oh,
when you
so
put them
that's
on glass.
also different. See, all these accessories
Yeah,
that are like, it's like a whole culture.
it is. It is definitely a culture. That's
Water
why
bottle culture.
I have one. I've only had one. I mean, I've had like gifted a million, but this is my one that I actually use. There also, I will say, get a koala straw, which is a stainless steel straw, because all of them, doesn't matter which bottle you get, unless you spend like a lot of money, they all come with plastic straws. So again, you don't want to be drinking through plastic because microplastics. So you want to get a metal straw.
Yeah. So all the water bottles that I've been reusing, hopefully,
Filling you up with
yeah,
plastics.
hopefully I don't have like a
Oh, you have a ton of plastic
brain
in you.
condition soon.
You could. new ton of plastic. So I don't really like, after a while, because I would hike with this for like miles. This isn't the most comfortable thing, which is why I got this.
Oh. Wait, so where's your straw? Does it come with a straw?
There's a straw inside.
Oh,
I have a silicone straw versus a plastic straw
because.
because I bought new.
But you're saying get a koala metal straw.
Yeah, I'm gonna transition to a metal straw, but like silicone's also fine because it's not leaching plastics. When you buy this, comes with, like, a plastic stopper because obviously it wants to make sure you don't, it won't spill.
Wow.
So when you buy replacement ones of these, it comes with like silicone straws just within the pack. So
Yeah.
I just replaced the plastic straw with the silicone straw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll
Koala's
just
the best.
go balls to the walls and get my little reusable water bottle a backpack or
You can.
a little
There's
fanny
little
pack. I
backpack.
know.
Yeah.
I like you were saying a silicone bottom, or
Yeah.
you can like put the
cord, the
yeah, the
paracord.
paracord on like.
There's so much you can
Wow.
do. I don't like a lot of the gimmicky accessories. I'm not a gimmicky person. Like, everything has a purpose. It makes sense. It works. It's a handle. It's a whistle. It's safety first. Great. The bottom. Nobody likes a metal water bottle on a glass table. That's like scratching your nails on a chalkboard to me. And so
Makes
yeah.
sense.
And also, I have one. People have like 17
What?
of metal water. Yes. There's a culture. You go on TikTok. There's a culture of people.
Well, I guess it's
who have
because
one of every
so you don't
color.
have to like rewash
No, they're
one every day or
collecting.
something. Oh,
They
it's
have
like
one
a
of the-
collector's
They
thing.
have like them on their wall.
Oh my god.
It's like so much overconsumption. It's a bit much. But like if you have like one or two, I'm like, okay, fine. Because some people like to keep them in your car. Totally fine. And then because like some of them don't fit in your car cup holder, which
Yeah.
is why some people have the ones with the handle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They also have one other one that looks chicer. So
Or there's
that
like
fits.
something that you can buy so that it fits.
Yeah,
In
that's
your.
another accessory. So it's always gonna be something. So find the one you like, get into it. But I'm happy that you're
Okay.
finally moving towards
So look for what brand?
Owala.
Oswala.
Oh yeah, Osland. Oz.
So that's
Wicked
what's
Part
new
2 is
with
coming
me.
out soon. So this is an ad for Wicked Part 2.
Yeah, so that's what's new with me.
Okay, cool.
Is
I
I
love
think
that
I
for you.
might
What a journey.
becoming a reusable water bottle kind of guy.
I'm so happy. It's only 10 years too late.
And only so much pounds of plastic within me.
Literally, can you think about how much plastic you've been drinking?
I don't
And if you
know.
drink it warm or like room
That's what
tone,
I
it
was like-
leaches like crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
It is. That's like actually leaches like crazy.
And I'm just
You should do a microplastics test.
You can do that?
Should we do one and then share our results?
What do you mean? You can do it like
you
on
can
the
buy
laptop?
You can buy it and then like they swab.
Can
and
you
then
get
they
it
also want you to
removed, or
swab
you
your-
just they just tell you how much you
How much
have,
you
and then
have.
you're like, you gotta live with it.
Well, then there's a detox that you can do. Of,
Oh, so you can't get rid of
microplastics.
it.
Yeah, but it's like it takes like I think it takes like a while, like a year, to like fully detox. And also too, so much of our food has microplastics in it. If you eat fish, the
But
fish are
it's
eating
probably-
plastics in the ocean.
Yeah.
So, as much as I think we try to get rid of it. Like, do the best you can. Don't, drink.
Yeah,
out of
be like
plastic
mindful to
containers.
not.
Yeah, you'll have the lowest amount you can have, but I think no matter what, as much as you get rid of, you discard. It's almost.
But
just
that's
as
good
much
to know that
gain.
you can like detox. So what if
Yeah.
you just did like a detox like every couple years or something?
I mean, I think probably be good. Yeah. But,
Right?
Yeah.
Is it like
But I
super
think-
expensive?
I don't know. We have to look it up.
Interesting.
Something to think about.
Which probably leads us into our next segment. Can you believe?
Can you believe?
Can you believe that you can detox yourself from microplastics?
Yeah.
Wow.
These are things I know. These are things
Wow.
you'll start to learn as you hang out with
We're
me.
all learning together, folks.
I'm not like the most hippy dippy hooey dooey, I will say, but I do know a lot. I'm very curious, especially about the body. I'm like, what is in our body? What's going on with our body? How do we control?
Which is important.
Yeah.
It's important to stay curious.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
But I think a lot of people aren't curious. I think that's the issue.
Oh. Can you believe?
Can you believe that a lot of people are not curious?
Or not curious enough to want to learn?
Yeah. I think it's so weird. Why would you? It's your body. Why would you not want to know?
Yeah.
I think because people are scared. They're going to find out something they don't want to know.
Well, that's what I was saying with the microplastics thing. Was like, do we take a test to figure out how much you have in you? And then you're just like, okay. Because then that would be something I'd be like, I'm not curious enough. But if I can know to then say, okay, cool, I need like, oh, you should get a detox because it's going to start affecting your health soon. Or oh, you don't have a lot, so maybe a detox that takes a year, maybe you just do it for 6 months. Like it's information. So then for the next step, then I'm good. But if it's just curious, just to, you know how like if they're like, oh, do you want to know if your boyfriend cheated on you or not?
Oh, and you're like, oh no.
It's like, I don't know. Should I, like, what's the
Yeah.
point?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's fair. That's true. But like, yes.
Yeah.
I would want to know.
But then also, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those things. It's like if you've already broken up.
Oh yeah. If you'd broken up with someone, would you want to know they cheated on you?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
is
asking
that like,
you.
oh,
Now I'm asking you the hot seat.
because oh my god, ow.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, because if you find out, then you just get angry over the past.
No, you. Would you?
I know,
wanna
but
know?
I'm just talking
This
it
is you.
out.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, or if
I
you
didn't yell
don't
at
find
you.
out, then yeah, I guess you just go on with like the lingering question.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I had a feeling, or I felt like they were, or I guess it depends on the circumstances and the context. Like, where am I at in life? Like, are we even friends? Like, does it matter?
Do you stay friends with your exes?
I don't really have any exes,
Fair.
but I don't know. I've always found it interesting that people who have been able to. I'm like, oh, that's such a interesting dynamic. Because
I
you
have a
like
friend
knew
who's-
each other like so intimately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really like have a particular take on that. To each their own.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If you're mature enough to like not cross that line.
Yeah.
If you are communicative enough to, yeah, like sometimes people are a part of our lives at such a important or special time
Totally.
where it's just like, I'm not going to be able to erase you from my mind ever, or what it may be, or you were there at a really low point or a really like dire point in my life. So I really appreciate it for what it was. Once again, going into maturity to be like, I
Yeah.
can compartmentalize the role you had and not look past that any further,
Fair.
you know?
Yeah, it's fair.
So to answer your question, yeah, I guess it just depends on I know that's not like a real answer, but I guess it just depends on the context. Like, how long did we date? Was it a bad breakup? Are we like still friends? Like all those things I feel like would determine if I would want to know if they cheated on me or not.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's like it's a very. I do have a few exes.
Like,
Not that many.
do you want to like
but-
the possibility of like re-hurting yourself all over again? You know,
Well, I think it's like
opening a wound or
right.
something.
But then it's like, well, how long have you been broken up?
Yeah.
Because it may actually not hurt or sting as bad if we've
Yeah.
been broken up for 5 years. I'm like, well, that was 5 years ago. If this was 3 months ago, just kidding. Then that would hurt. But I don't know. I guess no, because the relationship has already come and gone. And regardless of the fact of like, if you'd done something which is awful, and obviously I hope you would never do that to anyone, but if you had done that to someone and it had been done to me, but we're no longer in any sort of relationship, including friendship, then I mean, like, say la vie. Like,
Whatever.
it's come and gone. Because then I wonder if I'd known, how does that affect me going into my next relationship? Will it make me a little bit more, like almost a little too worrisome about the person coming into my life, where I now almost mess up the relationship because now I'm so freaked out? Maybe. It's a maybe, right? I don't know. Or maybe it could just make me a little bit more diligent about, I don't know, listening to fully what they say and what they do and how they act. And I don't know.
Yeah, like if the information could be like self-sabotaging.
Right, exactly. Like, will I sabotage myself going forward, finding out something years after the fact?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't know.
Yeah. What would you do?
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments
Would
below.
you want to know years after you've broken up with someone? Because it's true. Like, I think friendships, like staying friend, like, I actually have no problem being friends with a partner.
Yeah.
Post breakup. I wouldn't say particularly I'm friends with my partners post breakup, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Like, as an opportunity.
If it happens like maybe in an organic kind
Yes.
of way.
I do believe that. I remember after my very first breakup, what a tender moment. I was like, I'm gonna be friends with them right away. Right
Okay.
away. And my one friend who I really enjoy, she's like 10 or 11 years older than me. And she was like, Che, I love that. I think that's great. Take a year off. I'm like, no, we can be friends right away. Like, we are good. And she's like, I know you feel that now. You've been broken up for 3 weeks. You're kind of on this like upward trajectory of a breakup, but then it comes back down and then it goes back up. Like, and it's so true. Breakups are a roller coaster, as most of us know. Like, they really
Just
are.
like the relationship is.
Yeah.
Relationship is a roller coaster,
Yeah.
and even the breakup is still ups and downs.
Sometimes worse.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sometimes worse, which is weird. Had a great relationship, but like the breakup, you're just like, it's just like you're going through all of the emotions at the same time. So you're
Like in a more condensed time frame.
yeah, you're like kind of like happy if it was like a good thing. You're like, okay, I know we're both doing the right things for us. So therefore I'm happy because we're doing the right things. But then you're like, but wait, you were my best friend for almost 4 years. So now that spot's like vacant. That's sad. And then you're like the person who I would do everything with. Now
Yeah.
you're doing it alone.
Now
And
you
you're
have like more free time or alone time.
which like makes you think.
Yeah.
And if you don't spend enough time with yourself, which I think everyone should, and be your own best friend, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be like in community with your friends. But I'm saying like love yourself is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if you're not, all that alone time, woo, can make you a little cookie upstairs.
Yeah. And
you know?
also making it a priority to still strengthen those friendships
Yes.
even while you're in a relationship.
During the relationship,
Okay.
never stop being a
Don't
good
start
friend.
ghosting all your friends and be
No.
like, oh, well, they want to do this and I'm going to go this with them.
Yeah.
And then all your friends are like, okay, because then when the breakup happens,
Yeah.
when the breakup happens,
You will have no friends.
then you're just like, hey, guys, what are y'all doing? And they're like, we moved on.
No, literally though, because how many times we've all seen the shows of like this person gets a partner and then they just disappear.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever, and I don't understand it. Like in my past relationships, my friends are like almost like a part of my relationship.
Yeah.
They love my partner, they're friends, y'all, the boys
And
are all
I feel like
doing
you
the
should
same.
want your friends' approval
Yes.
and like making sure that they mesh well. Because I mean, you know, our friends are like our chosen family. Like,
Yes.
it was a conscious decision to want them to, you know, have the friend title,
Exactly.
to be friends.
Exactly.
And then it was a conscious decision to like be with someone.
I don't think so. I think my answer, all to say, is no. I don't want to know.
It's a very interesting topic. Can you believe?
Can you believe it?
Wow. Relationships.
Ever heard of them? Not in LA.
Yeah.
Not in LA, everyone. Let me tell you.
Woo!
It is a ride.
Yeah.
A ride.
I've definitely seen a lot of tumbleweeds in my day here in
Whoa,
LA.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the Wild West out here.
Spooky, some would say.
Very competitive, yet dry.
But also not competitive.
Yeah.
Very nonchalant, and I can't stand it.
Yeah. That's
Very
a good
nonchalant.
word. Nonchalant.
Yeah.
People are like, do I want to be in a relationship? Let's give it a go for a week.
Avoidant. Very avoidant.
And then it's just like, hey, are we still hanging out? Do you want to go to this concert? And they're no response.
oh,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, that's normal.
Okay, I guess we're not talking anymore. Pop up 2 weeks later.
Hey, you want to hang out?
Hey, sorry, I've been so busy.
Really? Crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy. Because you've been a little vampire on my stories and watching everything I've done.
Yeah.
That's the crazy one.
And you still post every day on Instagram.
Every day. I'm like, so busy to you and busy to me. Two different terms I'm
It's a
realizing.
very, you know how people are like, how do you define success? And we were talking about earlier, how do you define wealth? That's, you know, in LA, how do you define busy?
That's so tea.
Join us on our next episode.
Next week, we're talking about how do you define busy? Because people love to use the B word.
No,
and
because
we're
if
not
it's
talking
anything
about.
I've learned in LA, it's there's a lot of definitions for busy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
What you guys will learn about me is
Whoa.
I'm tired all the time, but I'm medically tired all the time. So we'll talk about more of that on episode 2. He laughs, but it's true.
Wow.
I think you forget.
That's a good one.
I think you forget that I am actually medically
Yeah.
tired.
I did forget.
That'd be so fun. That'd be so fun. Everyone would be like with their big.
Yeah, but there's They're just
I know, but that's what's so fun about it.
snowboarding
'Cause
on grass.
I know, but then all the hot snowboarders.
Ooh.
Very hot, very hot.
Wow.
Wow. Well, everyone, I feel like we really went on a journey here.
Yeah, thanks so much for tuning into our first episode.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions.
Yeah, ideas, comments, concerns,
What do you want to hear? What do you want to know?
suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute. Thanks for tuning into anyways.
The pod.
And see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I just kissed this thing.
Wow.
Oh, this is definitely mine now.
Oh.